You look like you've got your wits about you. Care to make a bit of extra gold working for Leyawiin's Ivory Brigade? I've been asked by my captain to find someone who can handle themselves. We need help with a delicate situation. Deadly secrets, assassins, murder. Now apparently a councilor has gone missing. Between the war, bandits, and cultists, the Ivory Brigade is like the Nord that tries to plug a leaking cask of mead, only to realize he doesn't have enough fingers. Talk to my commander, Captain Rian Liore. You can find him just outside the city gates, trying to appease some of the nobles. Tell him I sent you, and he'll put you right to work, I'm sure.
You have my word. If the Councilor is in Leyawiin or the surrounding countryside... Not now, citizen. Can't you see I have my hands full at the moment? I'm sure a guard or one of my brigadines can assist you. Why didn't you say so? Leyawiin's problems are legion, and now the Wood Elf Archer's predictions seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Councilor Jirich has disappeared, and the Ivory Brigade is already spread too thin for my liking. The Wood Elf, Eveli Sharparrow. She brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council, all because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jirich refused Brigadine protection. With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jirich is missing, and I don't have enough brigadines at the ready to conduct a proper search. You look capable. So, care to earn some gold and help us determine the Councilor's fate? Here, let me update your map. These are places Jirich visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Eveli Sharparrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help.
Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Councilor Jirich. Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the Councilor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing. She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
Someone! Anyone! Help me! I refused to believe, but Farrell, Lovidicus, they were right. I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others, the counselors. Leyawiin's secret, it will be the death of us all!
Councilor Jirich! Damn, we're too late! Damn it. Looks like we were both too late. It's just like I expected when we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. I hate being right when somebody dies. Glad to see you made it here, by the way. Did you happen to see who killed her? The mark of the Dark Brotherhood, just like Farrell Lupus. Remember I said I was going to find Lovidicus? Well, I did. And turns out, he's the head of the city's Chamber of Legates. I just wish another person hadn't died because of this damn secret. The secret of the Longhouse Emperors. It has something to do with the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but that's all we know so far. Remember, I was working for Farrell Lupus. He sent me to find that strange tome. Right, and we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. Farrell's too. The one that suggested they all knew something about the ambitions. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right. Let me have your map. This is where Councilors Faleria and Sophus were last time I checked. Go warn them. Convince them the threat is real. Then meet me at Councilor Jirich's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something more about this secret.
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to see the counselor? Are you here to speak with Councilor Sophus? I'm afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps? Danger? What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way? Captain Rian? I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chero along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns. My husband, Vaylin, received a letter from an old friend this morning. Farrell Lupus, Emperor Leyawiin's steward. I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now please, go find him. What's taking you so long? They should...
Vaylin! No! Oh, Vaylin! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rian sent you to protect my husband!
You know, Vaylin acted strange after the letter from Farrell Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Councilor Lovidicus if anything ever happened to him. A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Councilor Lovidicus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger. Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger. If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigandine will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard. I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all. Lupus. Emperor Leyavik's old steward? And Jirich as well? Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death. The ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirich's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked? Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was! I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions. Maybe you can spot something I missed. I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job! Councilor Jirich's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment. Hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people have died, but... So, what did you find? Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions. I'm almost certain of it. And Councilor Lovidicus knows my brother. We talked about him a bit when I arrived. If there isn't a qualified scribe nearby, I can send for my brother. Let's go to Leyawiin Castle and talk to Lovidicus.
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councilor Jirich was murdered. What about Sophus and Faleria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit? That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirich and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Faleria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Eveli uncover any other information? It appears that Councilor Lovidicus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Eveli can head in and talk to the Councilor.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade. You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about. And I see you're working with Eveli Sharparrow. Good.
It no
Good.
longer exists, but it
Damn it all to oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharaoh Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Anything else to add to this? Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining councilors on the list. Eibor, Faleria, Itinia, and Vandacia. Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leyawiin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Councilor Eibor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leyawiin.
What is it?
Look! Councilor Lovidicus and Captain Rian sent me! I need to see Councilor Eibor now!
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councilor her meal.
Councilor Eibor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed. Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rian must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Councilor Eibor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed. All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well. I give you permission to enter the Watchtower. Councilor Eibor's safety is now in your hands. Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the Councilor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off. The Councilor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the Watchtower, and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
Oh no! Councilor Eibor's been murdered! But where's the servant? The Dark Brotherhood's calling card. Of course they tore out the pages and took them, just when we were so close to finding out more about the ambitions. Ebor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant that delivered it? We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn-out journal pages and the servant? Anyway, they not only murdered Ebor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now. See that rope hanging from the top of the tower? Bet my bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out. But the missing servant... something about that is knocking on the back of my head. And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages? Maybe, but everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war, if that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it, we're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Ortin about Ebor.
So, will Councilor Ebor be returning with you to Leyawiin? Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order? Murdered? Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the Watchtower. Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant, Talais? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the Watchtower? My brigandines never left their post. Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved and working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Talais. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain. Pleasant days, visitors. How can this one assist you? Ah, Talais. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Councilor Ebor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talais's... Another new face in the fort? First Councilor Ebor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, Another new face in the fort? First Councilor Ebor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love to chat, but Talais has wandered off and left me to handle her chores. She took the Councilor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the Watchtower? Ebor's a little old, but maybe Talais decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Ebor reeks of fear. Maybe Talais finds that attractive. Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the Watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need? That young woman. She has not returned from the Watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation. The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Therese mumbled something about how the Councilor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk. So, what did we learn? Councilor Eibor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Therese visited the pantry before heading to the Watchtower. Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue, even the ones that seem insignificant. Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there. Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no. We need to talk about... Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Therese down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the Watchtower. Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her. No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant. Yes, but we still need to check on Councilor Faleria, and someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Councilor Vandacia is all right. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leyawiin and consult with Councilor Lovidicus. Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Ortin. Tell him what happened to Therese, and how we think the assassin slipped into the Watchtower undetected. His brigadiers need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one. After you report to the commander, make contact with Councilors Faleria and Vandacia. Faleria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Vandacia works in the Gideon courthouse.
All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant? Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure? No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.
I was attacked in the streets of our fair city, Keshu. I demand you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Councilor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately. One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey. Warn me? As always, Lovidicus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other councilors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe? Dead? All three of them? This is unimaginable. Feral Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperor's left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. But I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Lovidicus determined what this is about? 4 ambitions. Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair. You're in the holding.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock.
Some sort of acid.
Hit me.
Ate right through the lock.
And escaped.
Look, there's more of it on the floor.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
You're persistent, I'll give you that. All right, let's chat. Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information. Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Councilor Vandacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever. I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely. Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery. Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
So, the mercenary from Leyawiin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news. Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it. What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me and Leyawiin, and we'll share this information with Lovidicus. What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Now, to Leyawiin.
The mercenary. A few moments late. Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time? All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leyawiin. Perhaps between the two of us, Councilor Lovidicus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us. Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records. That's good to hear. Emperor Leyawiin loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Councilor Vandacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Faleria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment. Yes, I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base, but what does that have to do with Leyawiin's secret and the ambitions? Vandacia, Faleria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leyawiin had each of the Councilors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle, but no one but Leyawiin knew everything. That's our prevailing theory. If the Councilors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues. Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The Sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen. Whatever their actual involvement, a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blackwood is cause for concern. But how they factor into Leyawiin's secret, the Ambitions, and the attacks on the Councilors, I have yet to figure out. Jirich's and Sophus's documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe Aragon, but he has yet to arrive. Until then, the Councilors will remain safe within these walls. You have done well so far, and have my thanks.